Alright, this is a video I made earlier. I'm not gonna post the audio on it. You guys gotta guess what I'm saying in it. But just to let you guys know, I'm eating one of them strawberries right now. And that green thing back there is pineapple or applesauce. And that thing to the left is my phone. Open one. And great charger. And I guess I'm glad I skipped over this part. I'll turn the value now. God damn, man, I turned it down. I think it's just making all kinds of loud noise with a cracker thing. Trying to see what I can cut out of here. I don't know what I mean, I could give you guys the first part of my foot pulled up. Help when my foot doesn't come in there again. Just for civil rights lawsuits and nah, I'm talking about civil rights lawsuits. I'm a fucking idiot. Hold on. Hold up. This guy's an idiot. Where you guys find this guy at? And just anything. But I was gonna put it at the beginning of the Declaration of Independence. It's a jurisdiction. Tell this motherfucker, what the fuck you talking about Declaration of Independence? Somebody slapped this motherfucker. Thing, you know what I'm saying? They do it in their little federal courts and shit, and the Supreme Court and all that shit. Idiot motherfucker. But it crushes it all. You know what I'm saying? It just says, listen, it don't crush it all. This guy's a fucking retard. Somebody fucking whatever, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? As soon as I fucking push a play on him, he's already saying whatever, motherfuckers. Motherfuck this motherfucker. Your jurisdiction is what the fuck we say it is. It's every fucking court, every fucking officer. Is this fucking guy serious? Oh my god. You guys have, what the fuck? You guys let this guy walk the streets? What the fucking A? I apologize. Continue. It has fucking jurisdiction over fucking everything that they fucking swore oath to. They swore fucking. I apologize. I just want to get that. You guys don't see how this guy needs fucking like $1 million. So he's entertaining like a motherfucker. Look at, watch this. Oath to fucking. The only thing that they're swore. I can't watch anymore. Where we at? 2 minutes? 21 minutes? Oh my god. They swore oath to fucking uphold was a fucking. I'm gonna take a break. Hold on. Citizens' fucking rights. That's the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. In their sworn oath, fucking judges take it. The police take it. Shut the fuck up. The president takes it. Where does he take it, motherfucker? Legislators and shit, Senate, Congress and shit. Senators, Congress, yeah. That whole oath. Shut up, motherfucker. It's all. Oh. It's all pledged to protect the fucking. He don't know. He can't even say. People's rights in the Constitution. Ask him what that pink thing is right there on the. But you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing that they fucking swore to. So you know what I'm saying? It's not like it matters which jurisdiction is in and shit like that. And I got this. Anyway, this is gunshots all around. Kind of jurisdiction, and it's kind of authority over all. You know what I'm saying? How come the fucking volume went down? The whole Constitution. You know what I'm saying? You guys hear that? The Supreme Law of the Land has backup. This is the Supreme Law of the Land backup. It's like saying this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes a constitutional law. Can you guys hear it? I can't. It went down or something. But this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. What the fuck? What is it? Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Tell him to explain fucking better. Fucking idiot. Tell him to quit being a fucking lazy piece of shit. Thank you. Why you can't hear? Watch. And this what the fuck doesn't make a constitutional law, and every constitutional law ain't a constitutional law. What he's saying about that is correct, but you know what I'm saying? It's and it's talking, but you'll get all your authoritative. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to put everything in there, but I know the law of the land is not in the Declaration of Independence, like right off the fucking. You can't. I would put it on now, but I can't show it and listen to this motherfucker talk at the same time. But I don't know why you didn't listen to him talk. I could just tell you what he says.
But it's in there when it's talking about
annoying the fuck out of me.
Law and our rights from the Creator. That's our rights from the Creator and fucking nature's law and shit. It all ties in. It's all the laws of life.
All right, just for a second, I'm gonna just. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm putting in another video. I'm just gonna go to the. I already looked for it. I don't even know where it's at. So, hold on 1 second, please. Sorry. The fuck is that? Silent. What? Witness? Silent. What the fuck? Unsuccessful. The fuck is it? Silent what? Insider. What? I don't fucking know. Critical what? I don't fucking know any of that shit. Hey, that wasn't mine, y'all. I don't know who the fuck they talking about silent witness, motherfuckers. Don't be talking no shit, these motherfuckers. Nigga, I call the police. I don't be calling silent witness. I'll be like, this motherfucker did this. I think I fucking called fucking 911 like 15 times the other day. You're like, quit fucking calling here, motherfucker. Like, hey, I gotta talk to you guys. We quit hanging up and shit, motherfuckers. Listen, this silent when this answer calls, I'll call them next, motherfucker. Listen, I think I got some. What the hell? Sorry. This is it. I think. Let me see the bottom of it. Well, no, this ain't what I'm looking for. I guess it kind of is, but I put the. What the fuck is this? Declaration? No, might be just parts of. This is what I was looking for, right here. Maybe. Yeah, this is a. Put a different format, but I'm sorry. Let's start all the way fucking at the top again. Anyway, so it goes like, let me go down here. I just, I'm trying to put it down. I had to make this stupid page because I couldn't find a template, so I had to fucking make all this shit. See how these big right by the thing. It's a different size, but I just put my name, my buddy's name, Jerry, and I got because this is gonna be for him too. I gotta do another one, but I'm just put the Phoenix Police Attorney General, Governor, but I want to put, saying all the people that took an oath and stuff. So this is just like, but this is a jurisdiction that I was telling you about. And I can't make it sideways. So, unconstitutional law is void. I might have to change some of this. The principles follow that it imposes no duties, confers no rights, creates no office, bestows no authority, no power or authority on anyone, affords no protection, and justifies no acts performed underneath it. A void act cannot be legally consistent with a valid one. An unconstitutional law cannot operate to supersede any existing valid law. Indeed, insofar as a statute runs counter to the fundamental law of the land, it is superseded thereby. No one is bound to obey an unconstitutional law, and no courts are bound to enforce it. An unconstitutional statute is not a law, and should not be called a law, even if it is sustained by a court for finding that a statute or other official act is constitutional does not make it so, or confer any authority to anyone to enforce it. All citizens and legal residents of the United States, by their presence in the territory of the United States, are subject to the militia duty, the duty of the social compact that creates the society, which requires that each. Oh, my thing moving now. Sorry. Where'd it go? Oh, sorry. Which requires that each alone and in concert with others not only obey the Constitution and constitutional official acts, but help enforce them, if necessary, at the risk of one's own life. Any unconstitutional act of an official will at least be a violation of the oath of the official to execute the duties of his office, violating his oath of office, and therefore grounds for his removal of office. No official immunity or privileges or rank or position survive the commission of an of unlawful acts. I'm just gonna go down real quick. I'm just seeing a statement. But that's this. Now this is the law of the land part. But commission of unlawful acts. If it violates the rights of the individuals, that's what their sworn oath is. It is also likely to be a crime. And the militia obligates anyone aware of such a violation to investigate, gather evidence for prosecution, make an arrest, and prosecute the offender in a court of law. That's talking about, what did it say? The law of the land in there? Yeah, well, it said the law of the land in there, but that's the law of the land scale that everybody has to know, you know what I'm saying? And it's not very hard to know, but, and then the Declaration of Independence is only 2 sentences, but, I think I put it right here in the middle, but, no, I didn't. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I thought I did, but I didn't. But I'll try to remember. Let me see what it says. I'll try to remember it. It said, I fucking heard it a bunch of times. I mean, I can play it. Well, maybe I'll go here and then I'll play it. Like, I got it somewhere. I think I know where it's at, but, yeah, I got all kinds of shit. You guys got, let me see what songs I got. Yeah, I got one YG song. I don't know if I got 211, Hoover Crips. Let me go this way. Artist Generation. Let me go. Nope, not that one. Oops, sorry. Where the hell? Oh, one more over. Yeah, right here. I don't think I have it here. Nope. Oh, I think I know where it's at. Let me go back over here. Sorry about that. Let me go. Up somewhere. Maybe it's in. Maybe here. Sorry. See, if I had the other video that I just made on audio like that, I could play it while I was going through this stuff. Dang it. I'm not going to be able to find it. It takes too long, but, what the hell is this? This might be... Declaration of Independence. Free weed. All you need to free mom family from new government men who burn the declaration. The first part is just part of the stuff I made. I was typing in it. I made like a bunch of quotes for it, but I erased it. But I'm just going to play it while I look for the Declaration of Independence. Hold on. Of Independence. Weed. After you watch and pledge you love your family being free thanks to rights gifted to all by Creator, enforced by Declaration of Independence. Any promotions subject to change depending on the availability of free promotions. The safeguard against abuse by kings or oppressors was signed by men understanding or not pledged that this document and its contents were true and irrefutable facts. Man's rights given to him by the Creator are unalienable, meaning aliens coming down from the sky didn't have any rights over you. Information-free jokes. If you didn't laugh, you don't owe me anything. Anyone that did laugh, slap yourself. I got none. Mark Zuckerberg can find on the internet. His memes are the funniest cause he sucks. There's a super Facebook and it's called the real internet. Thanks Mark and Facebook. The people love your spying internet suppressor. It's been working better than planned. Hope the people don't imagine there's anything being hidden. What you hitting except our right to not be predatorized by your creepy old man Nathan unrequested, unreportable perversion shows. The last time creepy old man tried trick me into stuff. Thanks Facebook. I heard Zuckerberg a thief, elite bloodline, but still stole American data, access to people's phone, mics, cameras, etc. Sells access to private, public, Israeli, global, and secret policy makers. Did we get rid of all our treason and traitor US 18 code laws, or I ate too much Taco Bell? Taco Bell states these unalienable rights are set up for every man, woman, and child under any type of oppression, economic, religious, family, loved one's safety, or with misleading information handed out through public airwaves, media, radio, newspaper, and the control of the internet. Up to 95% might be blocked. Information a highly profitable commodity, and truth and factual reporting is oppressor's true enemy. Ingeniously, pre-orchestrated and spontaneously crafted oppressor stage events that happen to give their narrative of what is truth, and the people's media would be so harmoniously unbalanced with what their agenda and laws it would immediately call into question all allegiance to the people, and calls for investigations would be swiftly attacked as unpatriotic, anti-Semitic, or worse, and a planned civil war might turn into a war with the people. Plan B's, C's, and D's, maybe, in their planned implementation of their new political government. Declaration of Independence is the evidence that the people need to throw an oppressive government off their shoulders. Parents, your support is how we're going to be strong, so everybody's moms out there, you be strong and everything should get better. This happens in history and that's how good stays on top, so it says. So did some others, just so everybody knows, moms, kids, and grandmas out there. Investigating for everyone would help out if kids and moms wanted to. Alright, I found it, but it's almost ready there. As soon as this lady starts talking, or as soon as she's about getting ready to read it, hold on. But to be safe and be strong,
is your son's and family's objective? Some probably get their strength from elsewhere. We have to honor every person's rights around the world. Ask your kids and your moms. Politicians are the ones causing pain on your family through fraud, treason, and impersonating a USA People's Representative, which is thousands of crimes in every act as it affects peoples not only here but possibly throughout the world. You injure the state and all people, defrauding, electorally, and legislatively causing untold damages. The people being forced through threats have unjustifiable laws forced on them so out of harmony with the people and nature. Only with fear and terror can they get their terrorist activities hidden through fake as hell. Las Vegas, Senate, 911, Wall Street, JFK.
Sorry about that.
CIA, missing trillions, DOD, 22 trillion debt, which actually could be way higher, investigations and commission's findings. It's easy to imagine the government thought it was going to get away with their horrific terrorizing of the people's pharmaceutical and other life-saving procedures that are funded by taxpayer grants but privately patented along with all of America's agricultural, intellectual, and many other highly advanced technological and system software weapons patents. That are and have moved through the hands of non-transparent, unaccountable officials whose treasonous campaigns, mostly filled with hate and lies, work to undermine every living organism's food and energy supplies. Freedom is not every person's privilege but right to be happy, pursue happiness, and smile knowing their family is safe. A right given by no man but Creator. The Declaration states this: the law of the land, not jungle, is the foundation of this great document, handed down from other great civilizations who also warned of the threat to the Creator's rights given to man. And a harmonious balance with nature. Kids, parents, watch Declaration.
Sorry about that. I'm tripping. I thought I heard something. I'm outside. I always hear gunshots and shit around here. Been lately, cause I'm always outside. Whatever.
Of Independence video, and please fix, repost, and re-edit for easier watching and listening. In Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown, that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government, and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present USA government is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over the people's will. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. 5432 has refused his assent to laws the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. Has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance, unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained, and when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them. Has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. Has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. Has dissolved representative houses repeatedly, for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. Has refused for a long time, after such dissolutions, to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers, incapable of annihilation, have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within. Has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of lands.
I apologize. That's the one where I was telling people about immigrants here and stuff like that. That we're supposed to put them up in nice ass, hotels, and then go to the country where they're from and take out the oppressors and tyrants there. But it's more like like when they're talking about, like when they explain what the law is talking about. He has endeavored to prevent the population of the United States for that, So it's just talking about, raising the conditions, appropriations of lands. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, they're trying to pass, they're refusing to pass laws to encourage the migration here. You know what I'm saying? Immigrants to come here, but you have to read the side notes. It's talking about we're supposed to be protecting other nations and stuff like that, and that's what they're talking about here. But wait till you get to the last one. Just hold on, we're almost there, but let me see where it's at.
Has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers. Has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries. Has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. Has kept among us, in times of peace, standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. Has affected to render the military independent.
Well, they did that, but what's the superior? He has affected the military independent and superior to the civil power. So that's illegal too, right there. When they have our militaries going to war, and they go above, when they go above the Congress and the Senate. You know what I'm saying? That our representatives, once the president does that, he's basically saying "F you" to the people. But then, you know what I'm saying, when they're doing stuff that we don't agree with and lying to us in the media about it, that's what they have to do to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that one right there, has affected to render the military independent. So what he's saying is, the military is under the president's, or not the president, the military is independent of the people. So they're basically saying, the militia and the National Guard, and when they're talking about they're talking about the king and the government and these corporations. Whoever took over, whoever in control is, has affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. That's us. So the military is above us, and they're with the corporations and with Trump and hold on, I hope I'll find it now.
Superior to the civil power. Has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation.
That's all the Council on Foreign Relations. Everybody doing our foreign council. They're all treasonous. They're not supposed to be. Well, first off, they pledge allegiance to AIPAC, which is a foreign entity, foreign corporation. That even in Israel, they fucking oppress their own, their own Jewish people over there too. So what I'm saying. These people. Hold on, I'll keep playing. Anyway.
For quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, for protecting them by a mock trial for punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states.
That right too. They have their own courts, and they ain't supposed to have their own little, military tribunal courts, or have special. I don't know. They ain't supposed to have no special immunities or privileges.
For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses, for abolishing the free system of English laws in a neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, and enlarging its boundaries so as to render it at once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies, for taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable.
That's what they do in every country. They take over, and they use their little laws and stuff to take over, and they take over this country. In 1913, they took over all countries, just like they took in Russia. In Germany, they did it, but with Russia in the Bolshevik revolutions. But
laws and altering fundamentally the forms of our governments, for suspending our own legislatures and declaring themselves invested with power to legislate for us in all cases whatsoever, has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us, has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people, is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny already begun with
And that's already the case because of Blackwater and what they do with foreign mission. What do they call it? Foreign what? What were you saying? I apologize. I'm an idiot, but I've been smoking, so. What the hell did they say? Mercenary, sorry.
Stances of cruelty and perfidy scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation, has constrained our fellow citizens taken captive on the high seas to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands, has excited domestic insurrections amongst us, and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions.
This is what I'm talking about. And this one right here, they talk about, has excited domestic insurrections amongst us, and has endeavored to bring on the merciless Indian savages. They always accuse other people of what they are, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming, well, I know there's a lot of Native Americans, you know, in Florida, and they were talking about in New Jersey and stuff like that. I forgot what they were called. Florida, there was the Seminoles, and up in New Jersey, New York, I forgot what they were called. But when they first landed here, I forgot where they fucking landed. They landed in like off of you know, somewhere down by you know, like when Columbus came, he wasn't coming over here to looking for land and shit. This motherfucker was just, you know what I'm saying, a pirate type of motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, wherever he landed, like, you know, they landed somewhere by, you know, they were going somewhere else, but they came here first as like you know, not a detour. I don't know if they were, you know, they weren't planning on coming here. They were planning on going somewhere else. I think they were planning on going to Cuba or something like that. But anyway, so they got here, you know, there was a bunch of Native Americans that were living off the coast and stuff. They were like islanders, and they swam to the you know, the boats and stuff, and you know, they ran into these fucking Indians, and you know, they went on shore and stuff like that. And these Indians had nothing but like jewels and precious stones and stuff like that. That didn't mean anything to them, but you know, to Columbus and all them, they wanted all the jewels of gold, and you know, so they just, you know, started attacking them right away. But that's who these people are, you know, these Jewish elite banksters, Zionists. They hide behind the Jewish religion with all the Jewish, you know, texts and you know, ancient documents. You know, they hide all their documentations and everything, all their teachings, you know, deep in the Jewish texts and all different kinds of other texts, religious texts, and they always control everything. You know what I'm saying? So if there's a side, they're going to control it. So right now, they're going to get on the side of the free the people side, and you know what I'm saying, on the other side too. But so they're writing about the Indian savages and this and that, and they go down and all they do, even when the Indian people would give up, they would still give them blankets full of smallpox. They would starve them out, and just nasty shit that only they would do. And I know nobody that was fucking, you know what I'm saying, when they were doing that with the Indian guys and stuff like that, all the white people, it wasn't the white people that owned all the fucking slave ships. It was these 95%. I think it was 100%. They were fucking elite bank owned. They had to have money to own these slave ships, but like 95% of them had like Jewish names and shit, and it's on the ship manifest, and they were all Jewish owned, Zionist owned, because all the white people, they were indentured servants. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't get anybody that didn't have 3 to 5 years just for being poor. You know what I'm saying? If you were poor and you were on the streets begging, that's 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So that what basically they had to do, and you know what I'm saying, I guess you could read the True People's History of America by Howard Zinn. I guess that's the reference guide I'm gonna reference, but it's the only one I got. But they would keep the Indians, the black slaves, and the white slaves, the indentured servants, separate. They had to divide and conquer them, because the Indians and the blacks got together with the whites. They could have them buy the guns, and they could just take them right over. You know what I'm saying? They just go in there and just be like, get out of here, little dumb fucks and shit. But you know, so that's why they had to keep them separate. So that's why they start, you know what I'm saying, this classism, racism. So they always got to give, you know what I'm saying, one race a little bit more than the other, and keep them hating the other people, and keep them thinking you're the only reason you're not making any money and you're not with us is because of them poor people. We get, you know, it's the poor. So I always hate the poor, because they tell them that it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? That the other people ain't got money, so it's their fault they're keeping you down, when it's actually not. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping everything illegal to keep everybody paying for it. But let me just finish this thing saying, anyway, this had, you know what I'm saying, some of this shit, the first thing they did in the Constitution with slavery goes against the law of the land and wasn't constitutional. You want to know the first thing in the Constitution that wasn't fucking constitutional? The fucking First Amendment. think that's slavery constitution, but that's not constitutional. That's how you use the law of the land. But I think that's why they got rid of Thomas Paine. They ain't even got his name on the document as one of the fucking, you know what I'm saying, contributing members. You know, it's all, every story you hear is all fishy, you know what I'm saying? And it all comes down to who the fuck wrote it. And we already know who wrote it. So if we know who wrote it, then all you gotta do is listen to their bullshit. They've been saying all kinds of shit like, oh, well, somebody else hit with Thomas Jefferson wrote it, and you know what I'm saying? They went and this and that and this and that, and then you read it and be like, oh, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? That person was going with Thomas Jefferson to write it, and actually he just gave it to Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, but when it came back, he changed 3 little words to make it, you know what I'm saying, so he could put his name, you know, say that he contributed. But Thomas Jefferson actually took it and then took off for a while and then came back with it, you know what I'm saying? So get the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Thomas Paine, out of the Federalist arguments and shit, had one fucking quote. J. Hamilton and fucking, you know what I'm saying, the other motherfucker had all kinds of fucking, they were just, you know, that's how it is. People, you do something and everybody wants to steal your work. He didn't want had nothing to do with that fucking Constitution anyway. You know what I'm saying? Any of that, you know what I'm saying? He just was doing it. He believed in the Creator and the Creator's law, and that's fucking, that's it, you know what I'm saying? And once they fucked it up, he didn't want to have nothing to do with them no more, but that's just my opinion. That's all my opinion, but I know for, you know, I know, I don't even got no evidence or nothing, so I'm just lying, but I'm positive that, you know what I'm saying, yeah, he wrote like at least like gotta be 90% or so, maybe 80% of the Declaration of Independence, but there's no doubting that he wrote common sense. They say it got the people, you know what I'm saying, to free themselves and shit. So, and they hated him anyway because, you know, his law and shit, Creator's law, trumped all their religious laws because they wanted to pump fear with these fucking, you know what I'm saying, the hypocritical fucking statements in the New Testament and the fucking Old Testament and the fucking Quran. You know what I'm saying? They worked a long time to get these people under control with their religions and shit, and he came in here and just fucked it all off, you know what I'm saying? And they've been trying to fuck it off, all these fucking, you know, ancient fucking societies and shit. They've been keeping the Creator's law for a while, and they keep attacking that fucking Creator's law. It's the only thing we got for our fucking defense. And these motherfuckers been trying to fucking, I don't know what the deal is, but that's what, I don't know. But that you know, has excited domestic insurgents. That may just mean he started shit with the fucking goddamn native people. And when people are acting merciless and savage, and you got the people act merciless and savage, that means they did something real bad to them people, because people don't normally act that way, you know what I'm saying? Merciless, no mercy. That's how these Jewish cats pay their fucking soldiers. They want fucking nothing but evil. So I could only imagine that whatever they did to these Indian people, these motherfuckers need to be destroyed for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's foulness. Straight foulness. And, you know, I could see why fucking God would fucking have no mercy on these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. But according to them, God ain't real. And according to them, according to me, these motherfuckers is shit in their pants. And according to them, they gotta fucking get some shit to clean their pants, to fucking wipe off the shit. Why the fuck else would they be acting stupid? It doesn't make any sense. If they were just big bad motherfuckers, they would just came in and fucking cut off the water and the food supply already and fucking started some shit. But they're, you know, I don't know. I know one thing. There's like fucking 100 cops just alone in Phoenix that I need to fucking punch right in the nose, hard as a motherfucker. And since my arm's busted, I'm gonna have to punch them 3 times with my left arm, my left hand. And they gotta close their eyes. And then after that, I don't know, nothing after that. I just have them stand there. I have like up to 3 minutes to hit them. I just have them stand there. They flinch, they get an extra fucking punch. Okay. I put him. Oh, okay, clap on.
Paragraph's last Declaration of Independence edited. Please Reddit suggestions. Must be for the peoples. In every stage of these oppressions we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A Government, whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant, is unfit to be the safeguard of the will of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren, Supreme or World Courts. We have warned that every oath-given officers of the court behind the bench, legislative, congressmen, and senators, from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them, as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace friends. We people, therefore, the true representatives of the will of the people, and grantors of the authority over United States of America. Government, General Congress, in the name and by authority of the good people of America, solemnly publish and declare that these people's independents are, and of right ought to be free and independent people, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, covert law code makers impersonating as representatives with authority with and for the people's USA, and that all political connection between the people and the state of Great Britain, any law or gov. Against the will of the people is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that is free and independent states and the world have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent people may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Last 3 paragraphs need updating. Also more information about the people running the world, and their explanation to the Freemasons, Masons, and Zionists of why the control is necessary, purpose, implementation of rules and laws.
All the laws of the land in the Declaration of Independence.
Well,
The law of the land in the Declaration of Independence. In the Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
That video keeps talking, that lady, but I don't know what I was talking about in the last 3 paragraphs, but hold on, I'm going to pause it, but I'll play this one while I don't know what the hell I'm doing, just hold on.
So they say the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Trumps everything. What is the law of the land? Go back to the Declaration of Independence.
Sorry about that, putting this guy back on.
Creator's law is nature's law, and that trumps everything. It's Declaration of Independence. That is strictly about rights of the people. That's all it's about, you know what I'm saying? The Creator's law. And that's what the Constitution is for. And that's what it's about anyway. But so anyway, the law of the land is scale. There's a law of the land scale, and it's a nature scale, and it's a creator scale. It's anything. So there's a scale, and then there's 2 sides of the beam or whatever. You know, I don't know what the fuck. Everybody, however you want to make the scale. Fucking $2 or whatever the fuck. Okay, so this side is government and corporations, and this side is the people. And there's laws, right? So if the laws for the government or the corporations and not for the people, that law is illegal. That's laws for the government for corporations, and it helps the people too, then it's a good law. Anything that goes against the people or the people's rights is unconstitutional. And that's the law of the land scale, so you just have to learn how to use it. And I just give people, for example, you know, abortion, Roe versus Wade. These are Supreme Court judges that are working with these. This is to show how evil these are. I think people are taking it too light, these people right now, and I don't think, you know what I'm saying, the last thing we want to do is take anything jokingly, or, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be people that are still going to start thinking this is, you know what I'm saying, these people, I don't know, you know, these people are for real, you know what I'm saying, they traffic in prisons and keep people in prisons and stuff like that for money. That's what they've been trafficking off of since they've been documenting, you know, since they've been documenting, writing this shit, you know what I'm saying, they're talking about these elite royals and banksters, and they fucking trafficking, you know what I'm saying, just keep anything they can do for money, you know what I'm saying, just keep people, you know what I'm saying, just like build storage sheds and keep people in them, take the taxpayers' money and keep them in fear, anything they can do, you know what I'm saying, but they traffic in humans, they traffic anything that makes money, so, I'm just saying, these people ain't gonna give up with nothing. The only way they're gonna give up is if they like, oh, well, let's all you know, we're just all gonna give in and fucking, we're just gonna do a one world thing and everybody's gonna fucking be nice and this and that and this and that. And they're gonna still be running this shit. You guys see what I'm saying? They fucking gonna give you guys everything you fucking want. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna fucking pass this thing by but I'm gonna just tell the first 3 things that that we need to do. First thing is just water, and the second is the food. You know what I'm saying? Take the water and the food. Well, no, not the food. But the food too, but the food was gonna be the last one, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be food, but the first thing I do is make sure we get, like, you know, we need everybody, you know, so we We got, make sure the water, water's still running, and we need to get the telecommunications and the communications back. Radio, maybe not newspaper, but radio.
Let me fast forward and see what he's saying.
Whatever the fuck, I don't. They got, it's just the most retarded thing. Well, all of this, I don't know, but that's stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow our stuff. Our food is there. We're not ever so well. Yeah, it's like that.
I'm gonna sum it up for you. That's my damn foot. Hopefully I'm gonna sum it up for you. Oh, I don't know how to get this thing here. Hold on 1 second. Let me play it. Pause this for a second. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. When you hold on, let me go to YouTube real quick. And watch this for a second.
In Wisconsin and Indiana, health insurance rates have risen dramatically. As CNBC reported last week, quote, as many as 1,200 counties are projected to have just one such insurer next year. More counties could be left bare or with just one insurer in coming weeks as insurers announce their intentions, unquote. And this doesn't take into account the fact that many Obamacare plans have cut patients off from their doctors. If you liked your doctor, you couldn't keep your doctor. Those who have been added to the insurance rolls under Obamacare aren't actually buying health insurance for the most part. They're being forced onto Medicaid by lack of options. So, instead of dealing with that claim, PolitiFact made up an unrelated claim that the number of insured had dropped overall. Nobody said that, though. If you count Medicaid coverage, which doesn't actually improve health outcomes, the numbers are up. But that's not what Trump claimed. Here's PolitiFact admitting the truth all the way at the bottom of their little fact check. Quote, the sole thread of truth is that with the insurance exchanges set up by the law, the number of carriers has dwindled. Oh, you mean the only claim here that Trump made was true? And then you made up a series of alternative claims you knocked down? PolitiFact is ridiculous. Their drive to check fake news from the left only makes them purveyors of that same fake news.
PolitiFact also fact-checked Joe Biden's attempt at a gun ban. PolitiFact suggests that Biden's ban would be a replication of the '94 assault weapons ban, which focused on 18 specific firearms and banned certain models of AR-15s and AK-47s. Moreover, those who already owned the banned guns were allowed to keep them, so PolitiFact argues it was not a gun ban at all. But PolitiFact missed two important.
Oh, sorry.
1994, this is 2019, and the Democrats' current assault weapons legislation bans hundreds of firearms rather than 18. Secondly, Biden explicitly stated his desire to mandate that owners of handguns hand them over. The NRA responded to the fact-checkers' lies, writing that PolitiFact's assertion that a gun ban is not a gun ban if there are still guns left to be banned. After the NRA post, Facebook appended a link to a PolitiFact story that rated the NRA's claim as mostly false. PolitiFact did not deny that Biden wants to ban AR-15s and similar guns. Nevertheless, it insisted that saying Biden calls for a gun ban could lead readers to believe he's seeking to outlaw all firearms. This is another case of the straw man by PolitiFact. In other words, PolitiFact fabricated a theoretical misperception about what the NRA actually said to make their true statement mostly false. The PolitiFact article also used details of the '94 assault weapons ban that Biden helped author to make claims of what he means to ban assault weapons today. But anti-gun Democrats have been intervening for years and tried to introduce far more extensive bans under the phony assault weapons rubric, making it clear that members of the party think the old ban in 1994 didn't go far enough. So there's no reason to believe that Biden or anyone else would feel bound by the limitations in the old 1994 law that his party now views as inadequate. PolitiFact additionally mentioned that Biden insisted we should have smart guns. No gun should be able to be sold unless your biometric measure could pull that trigger. What PolitiFact conveniently omitted from its story is that no firearm currently available in the U.S. meets Biden's biometric activation test. Another tactic fact-checkers do is selectively choose one aspect of what's being said instead of the overall point and focus on that.
Alright, sorry about that. I just did that video. I did that video just so in case they erased it. I just did it. I recorded it again, but I just uploaded that. But I shared the other part of it too. But what my video was saying, my other video was just basically saying, because I guess I got to get it kind of out there, but kind of quick. But it's just in the Constitution, the the first laws that we had to pass are it's for, you know what I'm saying, it's for cannabis, to get our farmers growing the cannabis. And right now, well, I guess I'll finish that other video, but right now our farmers can't grow cannabis right now, and we have to buy all our cannabis from Canada. But our farmers that they've been locked in like a war with the government for like 20 years trying to grow, probably 30 years. Well, I think how many years? Ever since I can remember, probably 35 years. They've been fighting the government trying to grow weed, and that just, cannabis, and they got it down to like less than 0% with no THC or no. They just want the paper and the fibers, and they won't let them grow it. They're like, we have to buy all the fibers and paper products and hemp products from Canada. So it's just the craziest thing. Why, you know what I'm saying? To give all our tax monies away to another country, we can grow it here for free, is like they're working to make this country poor. Is exactly, you know what I'm saying? And if they're working to make this country poor, and this is the richest country in the world, and they've already made everybody else poor, then that would go as evidence that they're not trying to make people prosperous or the world prosperous. They're trying to make it the opposite of prosperous. And if you know, or you think you know, like most of the people that tell the truth, they think they know, but they're not even for sure of what they're doing and what they want. Adrenaline or something. Who knows what they want? Power. They want to be able to. Once you have so much money, if everybody has money, you can no longer buy what you not want and you need, and these people trafficking humans is what I'm saying. And if everybody has money, you can no longer have a desperate population that they can call animals because they, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the things that people have to do for money to eat, because people are keeping them oppressed and, you know what I'm saying, and being tyrannical over them. Some of the things they have to do is barbaric and animal, you know what I'm saying, animalistic. But the people that are doing it and forcing them to do it are the ones that are trying to fucking judge them. And it's just a fucking sick game, a sick game on top of another sick game, and it's all fucking orchestrated and created by these fucking motherfuckers that created this New Testament, and created the Quran, and certain parts of it, certain parts of the Quran are all political too, you know what I'm saying, taxes and stuff like that, just like the Bible where it says, pay your taxes, you know what I'm saying. Forgot what else it says in the Bible. It says something about fucking the judges being good or something, or politicians and shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? And then it says, Jesus went and overturned all the fucking tables and this and that, and what the fuck? And it just says all kinds of fucking shit in there that has people fucked up. I mean, I already told you about what it says about free will. And you have to choose Jesus or you're going to hell, or, you know what I'm saying? So that's not free will, first off, but all kinds of foulness in the fucking Old Testament, and a lot of death and a lot of fear. But that's how they run all of their religions, you know what I'm saying? Sharia law and Sunnis, Sharia and Sunnis, you know what I'm saying? That violates the Creator's law, you know what I'm saying? That violates everything's law. That violates, I'm not sure if it violates the Quran's law, but the Quran talks about, freeing slaves, being good, you know what I'm saying? Not hurting a hair on anybody's head that loves God, Christians included and shit. And then they go and they just corrupt it. So everybody knows it, the good parts, but you know what I'm saying? The rest of it is just for control and this and that. But that's why it's written. I don't know Thomas Paine wrote it or not, but I think he did about respecting everybody's religions, and and that means the Sunnis and the Shiites have to respect by that Creator's law, that they have to respect each other's religions too, because it's not just corporations and government that can violate people's rights. It's everybody's. If you're violating somebody else's right to happiness and life, that's a violation too. You don't have to be a corporation or a government, you know what I'm saying? It talks about oppressors everywhere in any form, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of destruction of the people, you know what I'm saying? And all people really need is they need a house, and they need fucking, you know what I'm saying, a security, you know what I'm saying? If you grow a bunch of cannabis, you know what I'm saying, you'll get the savings and the oil reserves, the stock reserve, and you know what I'm saying, from the cannabis, stocks, from all the oil they produce, for all the fucking fibers they produce, to all the every type of benefit they have. But the main thing, we stop using the hydrogenated soybean oil. But these elites are killing they're killing everything. They're killing, they're killing people with the pharmaceuticals and the cancers and the GMOs are, destroying the environment. I forgot what they're saying about chemtrails today, but they're just saying it was iodized aluminum, something. It fucks up they're electrifying the ground when they grow it or something like that. It helps the GMOs grow or something. I don't know, more conducive to GMOs or something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're lying about every fucking thing. But the main thing we got to do is just, you can't let them divide and conquer, and we can't. We got to treat them fair, because that's what they want. They want us to judge them and treat them even shittier than they treated us. So that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna start playing this video and see where I left off, so that way I can, in case I missed something. But I'm not explaining it right. But just listen to the rest of the video, and I apologize. I'll try it for a little bit more to fast forward.
Grow cannabis plants, and you can substitute the oils in the cannabis plants for, the nutritional oils that we eat, we put it in all our food, we can make cakes with it, we can make,
And I'm sorry, I'm really, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me today or the past few days, but I'm really not this, I guess I am this dumb, but I don't know, sometimes I sound more educated, and I just apologize. Sorry about that.
Whatever the hell we put oil in food,
I really don't ever sound more educated.
Whatever the hell they put it in, like, vegetable broth soup or whatever the fuck, I don't know, whatever the fuck they put oil in. All the fucking sweet pastries they use oil in, we can put it in that. We don't have to use water. You can make. I'm pretty sure you just have to temper it as a fucking oil or whatever. But I know for sure you could, like, they refine it, but wouldn't have to refine it, make it clear. But like baby oil, that's just like refined oil. That's not even good for your body. But it's natural, like oil. You can use it in like lotions, shampoos, soap. You wouldn't have to render any animal fat and shit like that. Or how they make soap and shampoos now. But besides the fact that it saves, all the jungles and the trees, because it produces better fiber than any kind of fiber they can get, and more papers, I guess, than the trees. Anyway, they're saying it produces like, I don't know, 4 times more per acre than trees and stuff. But the main thing is where, I think I was telling somebody, and we were talking about, I was telling them how much oxygen it puts out, and they were saying, they're like, how the fuck do you know? And this and that. I said, well, it was out like about 32, 35 years ago or something, that, that one cannabis plant puts out as much oxygen as the tallest, biggest trees in, California and shit like that. But a year, it puts out more a year than one of them trees does. And I don't know what I was reading or what, but I know they didn't have it on TV, so I must have been reading it. But they were saying, they were showing pictures of it. They were shooting it at nighttime, and it was infrared, and it was all red, because it put out so much heat and stuff like that, and it would grow at night in the wintertime. And it's just real, like, it puts out more heat or something like that, and it just puts out more oxygen and stuff. But that's the main thing. We plant it everywhere, and we can use it. I don't know. They got like a bunch of different uses for it, but I come up with the stupid ones. They really got the smarter ones. Like, they have people that actually, it's like, But and we stopped giving all our money to Canada right now, and for the past like 20, 30 years, they will not let a farmer grow not even a little bit of hemp with zero THC in it. They make us spend all our money and give it to Canada. All our hemp products are from Canada, and it's just the most retarded thing in the world, giving all our tax money away to everybody. And that's another thing. We need to go through audit all the information and see, how many they did, how many loans they took out, and basically they don't want to give up on these corporations. But we're gonna have to do it anyway. We can sue them for everything they got, So that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be their problem. And they know they're gonna try to just settle out of court and say, oh well, we settled out of court one time for this, $2 billion amount and this and that. And we said that we can't be sued. There's a class action lawsuit. It's like, no, that's not even constitutional. First of all, you can't settle with, 1,000 or 100 people. You're gonna rip out the whole world. So go ahead and just steal what you can and kind of hide what you can and see how long you can hide it. But you ain't gonna ever bring up any credit or use any kind of money on our in any type of new system that we're in. People just anytime they use any money. Anyway, we can just sue them for everything they have. Every corporation, the government, if they have money, any people that deal with the government when they're when any of these past laws that they put in, they're all out the window. They've never been constitutional. They don't get any kind of grandfathered in because they were in. They don't get any kind of immunities. They don't get any kind of special. Yeah, I'll put the thing that I have up. The authoritative documents that I have, and that I'm making. And which is the first 3 laws we have. So we have, we need to get the farmers going now and get any kind of, winter's time's coming up. So instead of planting onions and stuff like that, we're gonna plant stuff that we need more. More of. That more people would need, but. Potatoes or rice or, I'm thinking just mainly cannabis, but we also need it for our strictly economically, it'll save the whole world, because it just produces everything. These fibers can make like 2x4s, we can take the oil reserves, and we can save it away, and the concentrates, we can save it away, but, we could freeze dry the cannabis and, store it for long periods of time, and, and just, use it for everything. They say, that we as much the oil it puts out more oil than any other. But anyway, so that's the first thing we got to do is pass that law. So we'll tell the government, listen, first off, you guys need to step down, and second off, we're gonna put like 3 members of the public to to each government member, legislative member, and just have them, follow them around for a couple of months to see what they do, so that way they know what they're due, and we'll just take their salaries and we'll split it up 4 ways and stuff, so that way everybody can split that, and maybe not give any to the political members. They should just be and anytime a political member, officer or anything, we have to deal with that later, but we're gonna try to get all the we're trying to get as many of our guys over there that's on their side as we can back on our side, and then we gotta treat everybody fair. But there's a bunch of people over there that are good guys and stuff, and we gotta get all the guys that are on like everybody's team. Like they got people, we got free brushes, they got fucking everybody knows what's the deal. These globalists are in Russia, these globalists are in China. So it's not just, this is not the only place they're at, and this is and if you read the Declaration of Independence, and you're a fucking true patriot and a true American, then you'll know that when I say in the Declaration of Independence, it was there, written for Americans, not for your safety and for your government to protect you from the world. It was there for you to protect the rest of the world from this tyrannical government. You gotta just check it out. And but so it also talks about going and refugees and immigrants when they're coming. It's a little bit down in the self-evidence, and then it's not really. You have to read the. It just talks about immigration and how we're taking refugees and stuff in there, but you have to read the extras to know exactly what it's talking about. But it talks about we have a duty, but we have to free the rest of the world and protect them from a tyrannical government that has a possibility of becoming powerful. Like so if they aligned with or took over or got in line with the people that that own the rest of the world, if they ever took over, because they were going to try to. They're going to try to sneak in, but the government would become tyrannical. It doesn't matter which country they use, but they own all the countries, so they could use any country they want. But in every country they use different history, so who knows what they tell them in China? Who knows what they tell them in different countries and stuff like that? Russia, So anyway, so that'll be the third. Well, the first one we need to do is get pass that law to where nobody messes. This is from the we'll pass that law. This is for the for the public. But any officer or any fucking, first off, we gotta tell them the National Guard can come on U.S. property or U.S. land, but they're for the people and they're for the U.S. If any fucking soldier comes on fucking U.S. soil that's not for the people, it's for the government or the corporations or for a foreign country, which is a corporation. That's who they are. So that government and corporations cover all foreign nations because they are a foreign nation. So a government or a foreign entity, like these corporations that want to be all like the people. Oh, we just made it so we're all like the people there. I don't know. They try to make laws and make more like to where they have rights to the people. But that's the case, and they're traitors and they're treasonous. And but they are anyway. But so that way people can freely grow and they'll start growing. And we'll get everybody, instead of going like grass and people's lawns will make it illegal to grow grass, we have to grow cannabis. That way the moms can make money. We'll get them all the latest technology to extract the oils, and they want somebody else to come grow it for them or something. I don't know, use the burnt moss. But it's mostly the main thing too is for the economy, you know what I'm saying? Because it'll pick the economy up here in other countries. It'll let them get to growing it in, Russia and like countries that are real cold and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We can supply Russia with, we always grow food here in the summertime, but I don't know, that'd be the first. And then the second one is just for, the communications company. The telecommunications company went in with this government and had secret meetings and had to split up a pie 5 ways. That's
Sorry about that. I just fucking keep hearing gunshots and shit, man.
how they do it, you know what I'm saying? The banking systems owns it. The top 5 banking families own the top 5. Well, oil selling, whatever the hell industry that is. But you know what I'm saying? They own that.
Alright. Wonder. I gotta see if I can get my bike going again. Hold on, I'm gonna try to pump my tire real quick.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's, what was I thinking? What was I saying? I don't know. It's just, we can get our nutrition from, you know what I'm saying, from this, along with the, you know what I'm saying, people growing their own food and stuff like that, and stuff, and so that's how we can take care of our food and stuff like that, and our economy, you know what I'm saying, our money, and I guess it'll just be back with, you know what I'm saying, hemp bellies or something. They call them pork bellies. I don't know why I call them that, but you know what I'm saying, we'll get rid of Wall Street. They got all the money and they're controlling everything. Plus, you guys won't know, as soon as we take everything back, and once we get our food and all the information and the water lines took care of, then we're gonna start pulling fucking a bunch of fucking, you know what I'm saying, numbers, and seeing what's been loaned to what, who's been loaned to who, and what they're doing with this money. So that way we're fair with all of the companies and corporations that are out there, and people that so that way everybody's, treated fairly, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, we don't want to have anybody, like, taking advantage or anything like that, but, we're going to have plenty of money, you know what I'm saying, we're going to take back the world, you know what I'm saying, for the creators, for everybody, you know what I'm saying, not for these, corporations, and they own these big buildings, and, you know what I'm saying, we're real scared of them. They should be scared of fucking the creator, you know what I'm saying, they should be scared of God, you know what I'm saying, and if they're not, then I just want you guys to know, if they're not scared of God, and how seriously you guys have to take them. I mean, these guys are serious. They're not fucking scared of God. Then you guys better take them like a million times serious than it's been taken now. But these guys right now are playing games and they're fucking joking around on TV. And these motherfuckers are dead fucking killers, you know what I'm saying? Serious, and they're just fucking, I think I'm understating them. I don't really know how to tell you guys how much this is like I don't know. Maybe I can communicate to you guys like in another video or something. I'm gonna try to do another video, but I'm gonna just hold on a second. I'm gonna post this, and now I'm gonna start loading this, and I'm gonna post what I have of the beginning of whatever it is the hell I have. Okay. I know that I'm forgetting a lot of shit, but I'm not explaining this right, but it's just I'm just I mean, I can explain different things, but I'm just not sure what to, you know.
Well, I don't know. That basically it was over, but I'm just gonna see the rest of this download real quick, and all right. 3 more. Pa, 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 pa. Hold on. I gotta go get my shoes on. Sorry about that. I was looking at that. Okay, 2020. See, I think I was gonna take this out. See, I don't even know what all I put in this one, but yeah, I took this one out. Hold on, let me find a different one. Sorry. Fuck out of here, motherfucker. It's about time, faggots. Y'all straight bitches on, by the way, bitch. What the fuck is this fucking goddamn lights? Don't let y'all know, motherfucker. I'm sorry about that. You guys hear that big boom? It's like a fucking bomb and shit. Oops, I just forgot I was recording. Anyway, I'll try to get something in. Sorry about that. I fucking, just fuck these elite, man. Just if you gotta fucking, if you gotta go out and shit, just make sure you, you know, just make sure you, get in the burb, you know what I'm saying, where you going out to. I don't know. Fuck them. Try to get something, you know. Time, need some fucking change, motherfucker. I need you got change, motherfucker. I ain't going by myself, motherfucker. I don't know, fucking, just, you know what I'm saying, when they come, just make sure you, just act like it's a game, you know what I'm saying, and make sure you, make sure, make sure you just make sure, put up you know what I'm saying, put up some kind of good, resistance, some kind of good fight, you know what I'm saying. Fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Just be ready to put up the best fight you can, because if you can take a bunch of these motherfuckers out, you look like a motherfucking straight G. But if they can't and they get you because they're all quickly out, you're out gunning and shit, then fuck it anyway. Still fuck them, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't giving them the bird, you fucking up, you know what I'm saying? So just give them the bird, and I'm gonna see what I can post and shit. But just remember, y'all motherfuckers are the people and shit. You the real motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers. Now the people can stop listening, but fuck these motherfucking elite motherfuckers. And they know who I'm talking about and what I'm talking about. Fuck them and fuck you. Not you guys, the people, but fuck them. And I just want to tell them, wherever I go and where I'm at, I'm just thinking about them, and they can all fuck off. And they're all cowards. And, tell them, motherfuckers know who cowards are. So, their little fear games, and they can fear most of the people. gonna keep everybody, I don't know, paralyzed. So I guess what I'm saying is, if they coming, just, you know what I'm saying, go buck wild, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, act, you know what I'm saying, don't act like it's a game, but make sure you motherfucking get your boogie on, you know what I'm saying, like, make sure you grooving, you know what I'm saying, when you motherfucking get these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, think of the best motherfucker you like listening to. I don't know who that is for me, and just motherfucking, crush these motherfuckers. I'll look for the other thing and I'll try to keep writing tonight. Finishing that thing up. I gotta find the right download. It might take a minute, but I'll find it. And sorry for being a fucking dumbass. I don't know. It's you know what? I think it might just be me, but am I tripping or fucking? Oh, all